what we were talking about was the idea of whether the banker package would be appropriate for you from the website. And I'm going to use this to start with, but then we'll go over and add the share file so that you can see a little bit more about what these things contain. And I'll just pull that into my screen sharing and sign in now so that's ready. So the Complete Mortgage Banker package gives you everything you need from an out-of-the-box perspective for operating a mortgage banking operation. The only thing that's excluded from this product is the servicing piece, and if you are doing third-party originations, that would also be an add-on. So you would see those individual modules here. So mortgage servicing or wholesale TPO, everything else that we offer is included in the mortgage banking package. To understand a little bit better, what we're trying to do here is the system of interconnected modules. So module system allows us to work as an overlay amongst a myriad of different functionals, such as origination, processing, underwriting. So if you structure these correctly in a regular company, whether you bifurcate these roles or aggregate them, you will see that these are traditional industry standard compliance type jobs. So you've got origination, processing, underwriting, closing delivery, post-closing QC, all of which report to compliance. And there is a feedback loop between quality control and compliance and the actual compliance role. Then you have elements relating to human operations, human resources, physical branch operation. This may be underlying the entire thing. For instance, job descriptions for all of these functions would be in HR operations. Physical plant would relate to all of these operations, so that's why we structure it that way. The idea, again, behind the package is that the package itself has everything in it you need, but from here, you can navigate to each of those individual modules. So origination policies and procedures, what does that really look like? Well, a position description, compensation, locking in, these are all things which are included in that. And this is a demo page, so you could see these things in their more robust elements once you get in there. And everything that really deals with the loan originator's role. So understanding what the initiation process, what the loan officer's responsibilities are, complete application. This has changed somewhat with respect to the new URLA, and we recognize now that even though a lot of these elements in our system are paper type systems, that everyone is going to be working within an LOS. And so when you look at that, you'll see one of the things you'll note is that we haven't spent much time addressing the LOS within the manuals. That's because what we really think is that this will complement that system. This is more of a training and organizational document of ensuring that everyone's on the same page versus trying to navigate creating links between each of these elements. And you'll see this over and over again. So this is a good example in terms of what's in the product, what we can actually show in terms of the structure of these. So in our system, we look at these things on the backside and it doesn't look like this. This is what we call a published manual because people are used to seeing these in book format, whether it's digitally rendered or actual in paper or stored on an intranet. People still relate to the page level or the chapter or table of contents structure. So that's why we deliver it this way. But in reality, because of the way these templates are structured, can cut these things apart, break them up, add them together, and no matter what you do in terms of doing that, it's always going to create this table of contents or potentially an index in the same way. So you will be able to see these update if you make any changes to anything. For instance, if you provide a link to the LOS or more granular LOS instructions, you would see these sections blow out, presuming that you maintain the organizational structure of the template, that is to say the headings and the indexing as it were. So within each module, anytime that there is a multi-step process, we do this in what we call play script format. Play script format where we show the step, the party who's responsible, and a description of that detail is the way we always try and provide really granular step-by-step in each of our functions. Whenever it's more than just one person who's doing a series of steps, which would be appropriate for more bullet point type of explanation, that's in here. So again, these are all Word documents, 100% soft, so you can make the changes as you see fit. So if I go back now to look back at that mortgage banker package, we see origination, processing, underwriting, closing, and QC, that overlay. Within that as well, though, we provide the compliance functions, specifically regulatory compliance as a whole, IT information security, and the QC plan, which is where everything gets double checked. Each one of these modules is linked to this page, so you want to take a look at it. You can go down, review the table of contents. We also allow you to download a table of contents, and in a lot of cases, the table of contents themselves may be more robust than the images that you're seeing. We don't like to put too much content out there, but if you want to see anything that's a little bit more granular in terms of specific pages or sections, just let us know. We're 100% transparent. Are happy to provide extra examples for you, but you can see again, same concept. You've got a table of contents. These are all linked documents, and if I go through, you see, you take things out, add things to it. There's forms and tools and checklists that we see, and we can do that to provide any kind of customization that you need.